will be number 4.
I'm gonna assume that's pretty good for now. So we're gonna go ahead and start with that and go check out. All right, and this here is the pine shavings. They're called premium, but it's pretty much just the basic stuff. And this is actually a little bit bigger. It's called the flake. Super fine. If you see way down here, it's very small, and that's not gonna be quite, it's not gonna be as dense as this flake's gonna be. So definitely want to get this for the chicks. Hopefully holds a lot more heat than the fine stuff. Made some room up there. We still have to go shopping for groceries. Not the only reason we came here during the weekend. So yeah, we are all ready to go. So hopefully we can go ahead and get the brooders all set up. So whenever we do get that call or text from USPS that our chicks are delivered, we're ready to go. What's up, guys? It's the next morning. We got all of the bedding and the chick feed in the park shed here. Last night we were able to use the lights because we have power in here. You can't really see them right now because it's daytime, but it was a little too dark last night to show y'all us coming in here, but we were able to get the flake and the chick starter. So we're just gonna bring this to the brooders, and we have some tin or aluminum trash cans we put these in, and we're just gonna keep those in there to keep them out of the weather and keep them dry. Right. We're not gonna put this here in the tin because we're actually gonna use probably 1 or 2 of these in each one of these brooders. So 4 of these are gonna go in the brooders, and we're probably gonna keep 1 in the tin down here. This is where we keep extra storage. 1 of these is for flake bedding, and 1 of these we actually keep for food. Keep that dry. We're not going to put any inside the brooders yet because we don't have the chicks yet. So for now, after we get the flakes and the pine shavings in the brooders, we're going to put all the food in our little food container down here. Putting on my Insta360 Go 3S just for a close-up look. I love how that light just falls back there. Well, it's a heat lamp, but I guess it's also no, it's not really a light, it's just a heat lamp. That's the only thing it is. Put this in here. And we're gonna dump. Well, I'm thinking probably almost the entire thing. And then the rest on that side. I have a feeling we're gonna need more, but for now, I'm gonna go ahead and even that out. And yeah, this is a pretty boring process. You just have to make sure all the pine flakes are kind of even, because this is like a little insulation layer for the chicks. It seems like it's always going to get cold when we get the chicks, and now we have lows of like 40s at night. So push it a little back. Make sure that it doesn't stay clumped up as a brick. We kind of want to break it up because they'll end up burying themselves. It's like stirring a big pot. Alright, I need a little bit right there to kind of cover that hole up. I don't want any chicks to get trapped.
I think 1 bag will do it.
Yep, I think you're right. I'm actually gonna move this hot plate out of the way. This stuff smells good.
I can't really smell anything, but
No. I don't know, it reminds me of like a camp. Just a bunch of wood. Yeah, okay. I mean, I think 1 bag is going to do it for 1 brooder. So all right, we got another thing of flake. We're going to go ahead and do this one without, well, I'm thinking half the flake and half the flake. I don't know why I needed more than half the flake to start off the first time, but I did. Gotta get the plate out of the way. All right. Got it to kind of stay hanging there. All right. That is both the brooders completely full of bedding. Yeah. All right, that is under the heat plate. Believe it or not, the chicks do fit underneath there, and they will curl and get warm underneath that plate. Also, that little heat lamp will help a lot. So actually, I think we're going to move this a little bit further up so that heat lamp covers more area towards the back, so you can get out from under the heat plate and get warm via the heat lamp. Same thing with the other side. We'll just move that a little bit further towards the feeder, and the heat lamp will have a little bit extra. I'll show you exactly what I mean by extra room. So move the plate. Let's move the plate something like this. Yeah, something like that there. This is what the feeding trough looks like. We want the bedding to be up against it, basically, so the chicks don't have to raise their head up. And when they get a little older, we'll just put some flake underneath it and raise the trough up to match their height. Let's get the rest of this cleaned out. I don't know why I'm really worried about it. I know as soon as the chicks get in here, they're going to get it super messy. But that's all right. We'll just keep cleaning up after them, like always. But we will put that down, and we can go ahead and plug in the plate and the heat lamp. Here's one of my plugs here. Where's my other one at? Here it is. Plug these up. All right, that's my heat lamp and my heat plate. I have a orange light up on top, and I have tons of room back there for the heat lamp, which is great. All right, we're just gonna actually let this warm up because we don't have that much longer until the chicks get here. And the same thing for over here. Make sure that's nice and steady. Close this down and plug our heat sources in. I got an orange light up on top of the heat plate and our heat lamp turned on. The only thing left is to fill these little buckets up with food. This is our food bucket here. A little food scoop, solo cup. All right. All right, we're actually going to stop there just with one bag. We have a little bit more almost to fit an entire bag, but again, we don't want to have any food out in these brooders to attract anything. But when the chickens get here, chicks get here, we'll go ahead and put food in their troughs, put water in their water feeders, I guess, like their little gravity water feeders. And by that time, we'll have a little food emptied out of the bag and be able to fill this little bucket up. So this holds 2 of those little feed bags, and those are 50-pound bags, so 100 pounds almost fit these things. I'm guessing about 96 pounds of food, which is pretty crazy to think about. We actually have a little bit extra flake in here, just a little bit extra in case we need some here or there. Not much, but we do have extra. We're going to keep everything on, let them warm up. Stay tuned for the chicks' arrival. So the chicks were delivered March 2nd, that was Monday. It is now March 4th, which is Wednesday. So the chicks finally came into the USPS, and we are headed to town to go get them. And here they are. We got 4 boxes here, and I believe we have 5 boxes, so they might have one more in the bag. Thank you so much. So we're still waiting on the 1 box. It's coming in tomorrow.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, the last scan was in St. Paul, Minnesota, so.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Take it easy. You too. Put these here.
1, 2. Oh, it actually says 1 of 5 right here.
Gotcha. All right, we got the 4th box. We got all 4 boxes in out of 5. We are still waiting on that last box to come in. We got some French copper Morans, some specialty dark chocolate egg layers. Hopefully those will, you know, make a great little addition to our flock. Finally at the chicken brooders with 4 of our 5 boxes. It's time to pull these out and get them some water. All right, got our first box. Bring it into the brooder. On that, go ahead and open up our first brooder on the left. And this is where we'll start. Pull the little tabs off the side since they're stapled. And we don't want all of them to come out all at once because we do want them to get a taste of the water first. So we worked out math, and we figure we have 50 chicks in each one of these boxes. I need you to drink some water. They're a little hard-headed, but as long as you dip their beaks in that water, they know they can come back to this spot and get another drink when they're thirsty again. So cute and tiny.
Fluff balls.
They're not so afraid. If you want to jump out, you're going next. Chick number 5. We're introducing chick number 5 to Mia, our little guard puppy. She has always been super gentle with these chicks. I don't want it to jump out of my hand, but yep, she loves the smell of them. And she's staying away from it, but she knows that she's got to guard these things, especially last year we had them in the garage. She was Julie's little helper, making sure no one bothered these little guys. Uh-oh, we got 2 of them that time. 8 in the water. 18. I have never seen the chicks go back to the water this well when we first got them. Maybe because these are a little bit older than we're usually getting. These things are so cute. Box. I don't remember exactly what breed these lighter colored chicks are, but we have some more lighter colored chicks in this box. So we're gonna go ahead and mix them up. There we go. So we'll have 100 of these chicks in one brooder, and eventually we'll get 125 in this first brooder, and just today we're going to get 75 in that other brooder. When we get our 5th box, we'll end up with 125 and 125 in each brooder.
You got me hypnotized, you make me realize, yeah. Just tell me, baby, who's up by your side? 'Cause every day and night I'm about to lose my mind. We're like birds of a feather by design. You know I kiss but never tell. I just wanna take a chance. The way you move, it gets me grooving on the dance floor. You know I wish upon a well, and I'ma take you to the moon. 'Cause I
This is 101. We got another box here full of a lot darker chicks. How are y'all doing? Start to freak out like that. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and keep the lid on that half just so they don't have too much anxiety about me just hovering over them. I love when I grab a chick out and I get pecked 100 times. It's so cute. There you go, water. There you go, number 3. Make sure you drink some. And as soon as they get a drink of that water, this is the very first time they drink water, they immediately go back to not even the same exact water. They're going to a different one and drinking out of a different water feeder. These 15 here that we got, these lighter colored ones, are our Red Star, and we actually got more than 15 of those. These darker ones are the French Copper Morans, and we're only supposed to get about 20 of these, and it seems like we got almost 40. So the French Copper Morans. So these are actually the French Copper Morans. Black French Copper Morans are actually considered a specialty bird. They're super rare. And we do have a similar bird coming called the Cuckoo Moran. It doesn't lay as dark as an egg, but we do have 16 of those coming, which I guess this is coming in a smaller box, in the number 5 box. One thing I could think. We have our last box here. Make sure I'm not putting it on any chicks. Go ahead and open it up. Nice and slow. Don't want to startle these guys at all. And there we go. All the rust-colored chicken nuggets. Go ahead and start. So technically this is number 16 of the Red Star chickens, or the ISA browns. These lay a nice lighter colored brown egg. Alright, everybody needs to get out of the way. I need some working on here. I'm sure the mic's picking up all the chick sound. But if you guys can't tell, around 250 of these things, they get pretty loud. There's probably like 100 decibels of noise in there. These things are really loud. They're so cute and fluffy. When we put our hands around them, it almost kind of soothes them. And they all just kind of relax and just stay real nice and still. It's such a cool little feeling. Got the last chick here, making sure it knows where the water is. And we have all the chicks in here. We're gonna go ahead and make sure we don't have any more shavings, wood chips down here in the food trough, and we're gonna go ahead and fill it up with food. Hi. And make sure it's not full of chicks as well. So let's go ahead and bust the food open and get it filled up. Supposed to pull off one side. It's usually the right side. But being a left-handed guy, I can never get that right. Put about half the bag in the bin. And the rest to the feeding trough. Do a little tough one scoop. Find that at pretty much any Tractor Supply or Chicken and Big R or any ag store. Sneaky chick. Okay, that chick's just not gonna move. Alright. Same for this side. I don't want to drop a bunch of food on you guys. Oh, that one chick got covered in food. Alright. Get this one chick cleaned off. Come here. Cutie. Get that powder off. I don't want you to be smelling too good, all the chicks be biting you. Alright, we're going to go ahead and close the brooders up for now. And for the time being, since we don't have a whole lot of sun, and there might be a little bit of wind today, we're going to go ahead and get some moving blankets and put them on this side where there's no heating light or blankets or the plate. And we'll put a blanket on this side as well. So we'll have a blanket in the center, and we'll still allow a lot of ventilation to go through so the chicks can breathe, but that'll keep them nice and warm. We have our 100 white pearl leghorns in this brooder here. We also have our one free straight run unset chick from Murray McMurray. We really appreciate that. We have no idea what breed that chick is, but it's unique looking. And here we have our 114 red star, which actually I think I counted 115. And then we have our 20 French copper morans, our 14 cuckoo morans, or no, 16 cuckoo morans. And that is going to equal 251. That means we are missing 50 of these red star ISA browns, and we're going to be getting them tomorrow morning. Should be bright and early, 8 o'clock. So these are good for now until we put the black blankets on, and tomorrow will be fully complete. And these will have 8 weeks here in the brooder. Then we're going to go ahead and move these down to our winter pasture in the Quonset hut, where it keeps a little bit more heat than the summer pasture. And these will start living life out on the pasture. These are 100% organic fed, and yeah, they're going to live a wonderful life just being pasture raised, not cooped up anywhere. This is really the only time they'll ever know a box or a cage. We got some stickers that are usually under like a unit of wood. Just lifts them up enough for the forks to get underneath. I'm going to use these down here on the ground. We'll be using those to weigh down these moving blankets. We'll be using as like an insulator for the brooders. It's a little too cold, and we'll just lay 2 of these blankets on each of the brooder, kind of keeping some of the warmth, but still allowing air to flow through. Bring these in. Side. Probably keep them folded in half. Half of this covered, like so. Just like that. So there's still plenty of ventilation to the side, but it just kind of keeps most of the bulk covered and insulated. And like I said, we're not going to tape these down. Last year we actually taped these down because it was so cold outside, and it just stayed cold. It stayed really rainy and wet, and it never really warmed up. But so far, I'm actually about to shed this little jacket that I have on, because as soon as the sun hits, it starts to warm up. Today we're supposed to have a high of about 60 degrees, and that should keep everything nice and warm. So we'll just put a sticker or 2 on here, and it should be good. Here are the stickers. So we'll just lay these down. One here and one here. Pretty simple, but we want these to be light enough where if Julie wants to come over here and check on things, she's not having to remove a bunch of heavy stuff, and this just keep it down well enough for the cold. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're actually not done. We're still waiting on a box full of 50 Red Star chickens or ISA browns. So for now, we'll close this up, but this is not a complete story. Stay tuned for the next part. We will see y'all in the next one.